Well, hello, everybody. I just wanted to share with you that I used the practice of dowsing today to uncover energies around Washington, D.C. And I want to share with you what I found. Really very interesting. Hi, I'm Maureen Calamia, and welcome to my channel. I explore cosmic and earthly energies to support your spiritual journey in these transformative times. I also consult and teach on topics of feng shui, nature and earth consciousness, and dowsing. And I also offer one-on-one spiritual mentoring. So let's dive into the dowsing of Washington, D.C. today. I want to share with you my dowsing map. And here is just a very small piece of Washington, D.C. that encompasses part of the mall, or most of the mall, I think, and of course the White House and a few surrounding areas. So I teach a dowsing and earth energy course to certify people who want to do this for a living or just want this for their spiritual growth. And today I did a demonstration for that class that you see here. So first of all, let me just share with you that there are lines on this map, and of course, there are arrows in the directions. So these are energy lines, and then there are some spirals, which are known as vortexes. So just wanted to share with you some surprises here. So surprise number one, when I douse, I now ask if I should look for negative energy and if I should look for positive energy. And I was told only positive energy. So that was a huge surprise in a way, but it makes a lot of sense. And I'll share that with you in a moment. The second surprise was where they were. We have a few lines that are going through the mall area, two of the Smithsonian buildings, and actually one is clipping the east side of the White House, where the East Wing was. Very interesting and curious, very curious about that. And surprise number three, I got three power spots. So those are the vortexes, spirals that I showed you. Actually, this one here is Union Station, right on top of Union Station. So I was like, wow, that's really interesting because it is physically a portal. So there's a big power spot over there. And a power spot is positive energy. This is all positive energy. We have this other large spiral that is between the lower Senate Park and kind of the Capitol area. So thought that was interesting. And this, I just have to share that the energy is just in general. It's not physically there. It's energetic, it's flowing, it's moving, but it's in that general area. And the third one was really surprising, really tiny, and it's in the area of Ford Theater. I don't know what that's about, but really very interesting. So these power spots, when I kind of focused in on them and did my connection to the earth and the heavens, as I do when I douse, I was told that these are cosmic portals of energy from the cosmos. And I wondered about all this positive energy and asked if this energy was new. Would I have found this if I dowsed yesterday, say? So today is November 19th. It's the new moon. If I dowsed yesterday, November 18th, earlier in the day, before the vote, and it said no, it wouldn't have been there. This is new. So yes, I feel that this energy is in a response to a general greater hope that kind of hovers around Washington, D.C. And as I've been talking on this channel a lot in the last few months, is the presence of Three-Eye Atlas in the sky is absolutely triggering. It's a catalyst for jumping us into this new higher level of consciousness of humanity. So I think Three-Eye Atlas has partly to do with this because think a few weeks ago, there was these huge geomagnetic storms that we felt, right? The Northern Lights last week. And before that, though, the sun was sending out these geomagnetic storms to 3i Atlas because it was turned around. The sun rotates, right? So these solar flares were going out toward Atlas because it was behind the sun. So I talked about in my November update, and I'll put links below, that these two bodies were in dialogue, in contact, and they were exchanging information, exchanging consciousness. 3i Atlas being the divine feminine and the sun being the divine masculine. And that the earth then rotated as it does around its axis and then blasted out some solar flares to us, which we received. And I understood that these cosmic portals are in connection with that activity. I'm not saying that everything in DC is positive, definitely not at all. There's negative energy too. But it was interesting that I was told not to focus on the negative energy. And at first, I was really surprised. I was really surprised. I thought I was going to uncover some really nasty stuff. And no, and it's something that I've been coming to in my work with dowsing and working with clients, is to focus more on the positive, because when you raise the vibrations of the consciousness of the people there, they will lift out of the lower negative vibrations. It's to be focused on the good in humanity and not the worst of humanity, because what we focus on grows. When we are aware of this beautiful positive energy around us, we tend not to get caught up in those lower vibrations. So I'm very hopeful, as always, very positive for the times that we're in. And in this new moon in Scorpio, as my last video, again, I'll put that link to that video down there. Mercury and the new moon, it's conjunct the moon and the sun in Scorpio. And the effect of that is bringing out the truth, bringing out the light, digging into those scorpionic depths and bringing things out to light for new beginnings, right? New moon energy. So I'm going to leave you with this. We're starting to see things shifting in global awareness. What we think is impossible is actually now probable. Atlas is here to teach us to remain curious and open to these shifts of higher consciousness. So thank you for listening in, and I'll check in with you soon.